Hey, what's up guys? I'm back again today with another short video. First of all, I want to thank you for tuning into the channel. I also want to thank everyone that's been commenting and giving me likes on the videos. And thanks to all of you that have been subscribing as well. I really appreciate it. This morning I'm just going to do a short video on while cleaning up my boat. I came across 3 or 4 different products that I was like, these might be some things that people can try this year. There's two of them are new products that I've never used before, but I'm going to give them some time this year and see what I think of them, and then in a couple of months I'll give you a review on them. The other 2 are things that I've been using for a while, and they really come in handy, and they can save you a little bit of money as well. The first one may seem a little bit off the wall, but just hear me out on this. It's a button lamp is what it's called, and it's made by a company called Panther Vision. And what I do with these, and you can use these, doesn't matter if you have a boat, if you use a kayak, if you ever fish and you're ever out on the water, wherever you fish, before sunlight. I know on tournament mornings for me, it's always crazy in the mornings, everybody trying to get their boats in the water and everything going on. And if you don't have a lot of light on your boat, it can be kind of a pain. Now I don't have the LED lights you can wire into your boat. I don't have those, and I wanted an alternative I could use that was waterproof, but would still give me sufficient light in my storage compartments, along the front deck of my boat, places like that. And I found these. And you can see that thing's pretty bright. And I put them in every storage compartment. I've even had them inside my live well. They're waterproof. And they have a real good adhesive on the back. You put it on, it's not coming off unless you get like a razor, flat razor knife where you can scrape it off, because they last about 6 months to a year. And when one of them goes bad, I just take my razor knife and I'll scrape it off and I'll put another one on. And I've even got some that have lasted. They've been up, this boat is about 5 years old. They've been on this boat for a couple of years and they're still working fine. They're very bright. It's a little LED light, and they really come in handy in any kind of storage compartment. You could probably put them in a tackle box. You could probably put them in your tackle bag, anywhere that you need just a little light to get something done. These come in handy for things just like that. You can only get them, as far as I know, from Amazon. I haven't seen them anywhere else. The next thing, and been using this for years, and some of you may already use it, it's called Reel Magic. I do a lot of fishing with moving baits, crankbait, spinnerbait, chatterbait, topwater, and a lot of my crankbait fishing especially is done with monofilament. And even my bottom baits, I fish with copolymer or braided line. I'm not a fluorocarbon person. This stuff will get rid of all the memory in your line. It really does work. When I put new line on a reel, I'll spray the reel down. I spray this on all my guides, on the rods when I'm using it, sometimes a couple of times a day. When it's cold and if you fish in the cold, you have trouble with your guides icing up, or the little guide on the front of the reel icing up, this will prevent that from happening. This stuff here is something I use all year long. I keep it right up on the front of the boat, and it's good for reducing memory. It's good, and it'll improve your casting distance because it keeps the line nice and limp, and it helps a lot with that also. But this has just been something I've been using for years, and you can get this from Bass Pro, Tackle Warehouse, anywhere that sells any kind of tackle fishing equipment usually carries this. The next 2 things are 2 new products that this year I decided I was going to try. The first one is from a company called Core Tackle. I know that they've come out with a few different kinds of jig heads. One is for a swim bait called a tush jig head that's supposed to be real popular. I haven't gotten any of those yet. But I wanted to try this. This is called the, I can't remember the name now. The Ozark jig. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember the name. But that's what it's called. And the cool thing about this, and I've rigged one of them up on a Zoom Z-Hog. The cool thing about it is the weight of this jig head is distributed all down the bottom of the hook. And this is a good hook. I don't know what brand it is, but it's a really good hook. If you know anything about Core Tackle, I think the company is pretty much owned by Johnny Schultz, the guy that does the Fish the Moment YouTube channel, and Matt Stepson, MLF. He's an MLF fisherman. In fact, he might be fishing the Bass Pro Tour this year, but I think they're the ones that pretty much own this company. I wanted to give these a try just because of the way that weight is distributed all along the back of that hook. I think it's going to give anything you put, any bait you put on this, it's going to give it a fall that is going to be, it's really going to be something the fish are going to like. I got it in 1/8 ounce and I got it in 3/16 ounce, and I'm going to definitely give them a try this year. And I figured I would show you guys, and some of you guys might already be using this stuff. I'm not always exactly ahead of the game with tackle. Some people, keep up with the trends and stuff. Maybe they keep up with them better than me, but here's a view of just the hook. And you can see how that weight is distributed right down the shank of that hook. And like I said, that's a good hook. It's a stout hook. So I'm kind of looking forward to using those. The last thing is actually a new piece of plastic, a plastic bait. And this is by, I've only found these at Carl's Bait and Tackle. So it says it's made by Catch Co. I saw them and they just caught my eye, and I actually last fall, I did fish with these just a little and had pretty good luck with them. You can fish them on a chatterbait. You can put it on a spinnerbait. It's one of those pieces of plastic you can use for lots of different things. And me, anytime I can buy something and I can put it in my boat that I can use for more than just one thing and maybe eliminate some other pieces of plastic, to me that's a good thing. You can fish this on a chatterbait. You can fish this on a spinnerbait, Texas rig, the free rig. You could probably even put it on a shaky head if you wanted to, but I'm going to show you this piece of plastic. It's got a unique shape, and the tail has just got a ton of action. And you can see you can barely move it. But it comes in a lot of different colors. This color is actually called Pink Lemonade, which there is a little pink hue in it, but you can barely see it. But I fished it on a Texas rig and I fished it on a chatterbait. Another place I thought this would probably come in handy actually is if you like to bed fish. Some people don't, some people do. I could see how with the shape of this, if you flip this on a bed, that it could be good bed fishing bait as well, especially in the white or green pumpkin color. It's just something I think you can do a lot of different things with. And when I tell you it's got a real good fall to it. The lighter the weight, the more you can see when you're fishing it what the fall of this bait does. And I'm just trying to give you a good view of it. And that was a real good view because I dropped it. So hold on one second. I'll get it back. There we go. But this is called the Yodo worm. And like I said, you can only get it from Carl's Bait and Tackle. Is the only place I've seen it. Maybe someone else has a bait similar to it. I know there's so much tackle and so many baits coming out nowadays, it's hard to keep up with all of it. I usually don't try too many new things. Once I find baits to do the job for me, I don't experiment too much, and so, unless it's something I really feel like it's worth the time and it catches my eye. And this piece of plastic in this Core Tackle jig head are two things I've seen that I was like, I'm at least gonna give them a shot. Now I got a couple other things that I'll do in a video later that I'm going to give a try this year as well. So anyway, it's just a couple of ideas when I was trying to clean up the boat and trying to get things halfway back to normal again. Just might want to consider giving them a try. If nothing else, save you some money with line, save you a little bit of frustration if you're just looking to get some light in some places, especially in the early morning when you're out on the water and it's still, sun hadn't gotten up good yet. Just some things that may help with your fishing this year. And I appreciate everybody watching, and thanks for liking the videos, and please consider subscribing if you already haven't, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.